My name is Alex. I'm an aerospace engineer. I work at a company that makes aircraft engines called Pratt & Whitney. And I'm also a part-time student at the University of Toronto. I'm doing my master's part-time in materials engineering. And I'm also married to Amy, my beautiful wife.
My name is Amy, and I'm a civil engineer. I am doing my master's in civil engineering with a specialty in sustainability. And before coming back and doing my master's, I worked in transportation consulting for a number of years. So we got married 2 months ago. We actually met when we were doing our undergraduate in engineering.
U of T has different types of undergraduate engineering programs. The one we did, engineering science, you start very broad the first 2 years, and then third and fourth year you choose the discipline you want to go into. You can choose to do something called second track, which does something where in first year they do a little bit of every discipline, and then the students can choose to do the next 3 years. Or there are the programs that are just very discipline specific from first year to second, all the way to fourth year, like civil engineering or materials engineering, mining engineering. Those types of programs are a little bit more classical in that sense. But U of T offers a lot of broad ways to do your engineering degree.
And I think for Chinese students, like the Chinese friends that we've had that came from China directly to do undergraduate study, is that they're very, very strong on the science aspect of it, like the maths as well. But what is quite new to them is all the design aspects, like the hands-on stuff that they get to do, the creative stuff that they get to do. And that's something that's very different here, I think, that they do enjoy.
In fact, we did a course this term together, and we worked on the same design project, and we did very well as a team together compared to the rest of the class. The other class was good too, but there was compatibility. Even though we were working on the same project, we had very different roles, and those different roles allowed us to work together in harmony.
We can understand the other person, but we don't talk about the same thing. And actually, I think we have talked about as well that we're very glad that we don't work in the same area, because there's no real competition. I'm good at one thing, he's good at something else. I think I'm the project manager, but I think in our relationship, I would say we're equal.
Yes. Yeah. We both use each other's strengths.
I think it's exactly that. Traveling is a way to learn and to explore and to learn more about the world, but also about ourselves.
I found a lot of inspiration out of traveling and pushing myself to learn further, to expand my scope of knowledge beyond Canada, beyond North America. As Amy said, we traveled to China this summer, and I was very inspired, particularly when I traveled to remote regions, to see how locals can live with so very little that's available to them. And we paid attention particular to how they heat their huts. And we incorporated that as part of our engineering design this term, as a method for sustainable, a method to heat up a hut in a very sustainable way.
I think as long as their English is good, I think they're okay. I think the other thing is, I think it probably helps them to be involved through university as well, because I think those are the things that maybe give us a bit of an edge, is that we have a lot of the other sort of networking experiences that help us to find a job. But I think in terms of qualifications, and I think in terms of the way that employers look at them, as long as they have, you know, sort of good credentials and their English is very good, I think they're okay.
I hope to go to UTXL to inspire, but also to be inspired as well. Because I'm told that working with the delegates, the seminar leaders come back to Toronto very energized and motivated to continue doing similar types of seminars. And I also hope to inspire the students in aerospace and airplanes and jet engines, they're very much the same things that I like, but also to have them think about sustainable living and sustainable engineering as I've become more conscious that that's a very responsible thing to do for the long term of our society, Chinese society, and the world as a community.
We are the engineers. We can demolish 40 beers. Drum, so come along with us, for we don't give a damn for any damn, we don't give a damn for us.
I'm Amy.
And I'm Alex. Thank you for watching the omelette video.
And
we'll see you
at UT Axel.